welcome to this exercise session, which is going to be focused on your deep tummy muscles and pelvic floor and your bottom muscles. Now these muscles are really important, firstly to support your back, to support your internal organs, and to give you some flexibility through your lower back where you join between your pelvis and your lumbar spine. So take these exercises at your own pace, nice and steady. If you know them from my classes, then just crack on and enjoy. But if you want to go through really steadily with me, that's absolutely fine, and we'll work through right from the beginning as to how to switch these muscles on and then how to build up from there. So come to lie down on a mat or on the floor, and you're going to have your knees bent up and feet hip distance apart. Knees are going to be pointing to the ceiling, and your arms are going to be resting down by your side. So just draw your shoulders down away from your ears, and then lengthen the back of your neck just by tucking your chin down very slightly. Now find that as a relaxed position, so you're not working hard at the minute, you're just going to find that is a really comfortable position. And what we'll do to start with is we'll find a way of moving your back to get comfortable and to start to work your muscles around your hip and back. So bring your hands onto your pelvis. Very steadily and slowly, you're going to tip your pelvis back so that you're flattening your back into the floor and just gently lifting your tailbone slightly. It's a small movement and it's not strong, so just take it at your own pace. And then you're going to come back just to the neutral position you started in. So we're going to tip it back, lift your bottom ever so slightly, and then come back to neutral. So just keep that movement going. It's a nice way of starting to loosen through your lumbar spine, but also really importantly, a nice way to start to kick in your bottom muscles, your glutes. Okay, really, really important muscles that supporting your hips and supporting your back. So as you tip back, you very gently squeeze your bottom, and then you're allowed to come back down. So we'll do that a couple more times. You tip back, squeeze your bottom, and then come back down. We'll do it twice more. Tip back, squeezing through your bottom. Check your shoulders are nice and relaxed and you're not tensing through your jaw. And then let that relax again. And then once more, tip back, and then come back into a neutral position. So from here, we're going to start to work your deep tummy muscles. Find the bony points at the fronts of your hips. Come in a little bit and down a little bit, just so in the front of your tummy. Now very steadily, just enjoy a big breath in. So breathing in through your nose, fill your lungs. And as you breathe out, take a slow breath out. And then we'll go again. So breathing in through your nose. And a very slow, controlled breath out. Now, if you can keep that breath going, and what I'd like to try is on your out breath, is to gently draw your tummy muscles in towards your backbone. So thinking about your tummy button, just gently drawing in. So it's not a strong contraction, it's not a huge effort. This is a muscle that works all the time. So if we make it work very strongly, it's going to struggle. So we make it work nice and gently so it can hold this contraction all day long. So it's a breath in. And then as you breathe out, gently draw that tummy button in towards your backbone. Now don't worry too much if you don't feel like you can feel it straight away. It doesn't always feel as you feel it should. Okay, so you can't always feel it straight away. Do you have a prod around your fingers around the front of your tummy? That can sometimes give you a little bit more awareness of what that muscle should be doing. So nice and steady, big breath in, and then breath out. Okay, now, if you can try, throughout the rest of this video, to try and gently keep that tummy muscle drawn in, you'll find that it switches off. It's very natural. But every now and then, particularly on the out breath, just draw it back in. Okay, so we're going to try and hold that now for about 10 seconds. So you're going to have a breath in, and then as you breathe out, gently draw that muscle in again, and hold. Okay, now your concentration is on that muscle, but just let your shoulders relax. Just let your neck stay long, and keep your feet well supported. So as much as you turn your attention to that breathing and your tummy, don't hold any tension anywhere else if you can avoid it. Okay, so you're keeping that drawn in, fantastic. Now, keep that going as I explain the next bit. Now, the next bit is to work your pelvic floor. So your pelvic floor is a muscle, just like any other muscle in your body. It's a muscle that runs from your pubic bone to your coccyx, okay, and runs like a hammock. So it lifts and supports all your internal organs. A really important part in looking after your internal organs and looking after your back. So really worth exercising. Now, if you imagine that the hammock, within it has your front and back passages, they're the ones that are just going to gently lift up and in, as if you're stopping yourself passing water and passing wind. Now it's very steady and very gentle. This isn't a strong hoik of your muscles, okay? This is just a gentle lift. Now again, we'll do it on an out breath just to help a little bit. So we'll have a breath in, and as you breathe out, you're just going to do a gentle draw in of your tummy and of your pelvic floor, and you're just going to hold steadily. They work really well together, so just gently drawing them in together, okay, and keep that hold. Now, again, we'll try and hold it for 10 seconds, a really useful way of trying to keep that endurance of that muscle working well. Okay, so we'll try and keep it held for 10 seconds. As you again just relax through the rest of you. Your shoulders are relaxed, your neck's relaxed, your cheeks are relaxed, your jaw's relaxed. The whole lot, the rest of you is nice and soft. Okay, now that can be repeated anytime, anywhere. Really useful exercise. The next bit's the same. Okay, but we're going to work the pelvic floor in a slightly different way. Rather than a steady hold, we're going to do an on-off contraction. So, as you breathe in, you'll set yourself up, you draw everything in, but rather than just supporting you this time, your pelvic floor is going to react as if it would if you coughed, laughed or sneezed. So it's a sudden supporting contraction, and we'll try and reproduce that. So you just do a lift in and let it go, a lift in and let it go. Now your bottom muscles don't move, okay? These are not doing the work at this point, it's the internal stuff. If you feel all of this working, try and let it go. It's easier said than done, but try and let it go if you can. It's just that internal stuff that you want to work. Okay, so in and relax. And then you've probably done your 10 by now. Okay, so we'll let that relax. So that's the first step. Now, our next step is we are going to work your big bottom muscles next. Okay, so we're going to work the tummy and your bottom muscles, and we're going to do a bridging exercise, which lots of you will know. So your shoulders are going to stay relaxed, and your neck's going to stay long, and you're going to lift your bottom. You're going to curl it all the way up, you're going to hold it, and you're going to curl your back all the way down. Okay, and we're just going to repeat that movement. You're going to imagine that your back, the bones of your back, your vertebrae, are like a row of beads, like a necklace. And you're going to imagine that you're peeling each bead off the mat, one by one by one, and then peeling it back down, one by one by one. So it's a really smooth, steady massage almost of your spine. So you're giving your spine a nice massage, but really importantly as well, you're squeezing through your bottom muscles to give you that lift and to give you that support. So in your own time, do a really good squeeze and lift, and you're going to hold it just gently at the top, and then you're going to lower it slowly back down. So taking your time, squeeze and lift, hold it when you get to the top, and then steadily lower yourself down. Now, just allow your jaw to stay nice and relaxed, so don't feel that you're needing to do anything with your upper body. This is all coming from your hips and your tummy. So squeeze and lift, and really good that spine nice massage. Coming all the way back down. Then when you're done, give yourself a nice hug. So give your spine a really good stretch, and give it a little rock side to side. Okay, now we're going to do that once more, but with a little bit more strength involved if you fancy it. If that was enough, that's fine. But if you want to try it with a bit more strength, then have a go at the next level. So if you curl up again, I'm going to hold it here. Now level 1 would just be to hold it here, okay? So just keeping your head upright, and hold that position, squeezing through your bottom. Imagine you're being lifted right up to the ceiling. And you're going to hold it and hold it and hold it. Okay, now if that's easy and you feel like you want to progress, you can take your arms up ahead of you. Now that just stops you supporting yourself on your arms, so it just makes it a little bit harder work. So that's the next level. If you know it well and you feel comfortable, the second progression is to take the leg out in line with the other one, but keep your pelvis level here. If you feel like you're dropping down, lift right up. Now it's a lot harder to do, so only do it if your back feels comfy. Holding it there for about 5 seconds or so, and then when you're ready, come down. So just repeat that in whatever way you feel comfy. It might just be, to start with, that you just repeat just sliding up and down, and that you just keep that massage of your spine. That's absolutely fine. But for when you're ready, just progress as your back and as your energy feels comfortable. So just stay in there for as long as you feel comfy. Now, when you're done, hug your knees in again and give yourself a nice back massage. So hopefully your back will feel comfortable. If you feel any aches and pains, you're probably working too hard on it. So just have a little feel of what's going on and just check at which level you're going to stop. Okay, now, hopefully you will find those exercises useful. Take them steady, just go at your own pace and enjoy just giving your back a nice massage. In the meantime, the pelvic floor and the tummy muscles are the really important ones, just to try and do as often as you can. So enjoy.